Tina is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hi, Tina. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Good afternoon, Dave. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
So my husband and I are kind of at a disagreement right now. We currently save 15% of our income towards retirement, but we have about $30,000 in debt on auto loans. And he wants to get those paid off, but in order to do that, we have to stop contributing for the next 2 years to our retirement accounts.
Mm-hmm. What's your household income?
$115,000 a year.
So why does it take 2 years to pay off $30,000? It's only $15,000 a year.
Well, I mean, we
lame.
have all of our bills between the mortgage, taxes.
You have other debt? You have other debt?
We do not.
Okay. Let me try this again. Do the math with me here, okay? $115,000 minus 30. You should be able to do that in 1 year.
Okay.
You see how I'm doing that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not looking at the details of your budget, but what I'm challenging is your standard of living.
Sure.
Your level of commitment to sacrifice deep enough to get this done. I don't think it takes 2 years to pay off $30,000. As a matter of fact, I know it doesn't. Millions of people have paid it off faster. So you're just beginning to fool with this idea. You guys are just starting some of these discussions, and somewhere along the line, I entered the picture, and I'm starting to become.
We did your financial peace course 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. You flunked. Okay.
I suppose if you want to say that.
Well, you did. There's no way you graduate from that class and have $30,000 in car debt. You flunked.
Over the past 10 years, we've paid off $70,000 worth of other debt between school loans and credit cards.
Meanwhile, you borrowed $30,000 on 2 cars.
Correct.
Yeah, you flunked.
Yes, you did. I suppose if you want to say that.
Well, we were pretty clear. Never borrow again. I mean, that's the only way to get out of debt. Stop borrowing. So, yeah. So the formula is this. It's an emotional formula because it's a behavior-based situation. The angrier you are at the situation, or the more motivated you are at the situation, whether it's anger or fear, the deeper you will sacrifice. The deeper you sacrifice, the faster you get out of debt. The faster you get out of debt, the faster you don't have any payments, and you now have that money to build wealth. The shortest distance between where you are and wealthy is debt-free, because it clears up all the money you're spending on this other stuff. That's what you learned or should have learned in the class. So
I agree.
And that's so what I'm saying is, if I'm in your shoes, I'm not going to just kind of wander out of debt. I'm going to get a little more fired up. I'm going to do it in 1 year. And yes, of course, we teach you to temporarily stop investing while you pay off debts.
Correct.
That's what we teach.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, and so who's not wanting to do that? You or him? It was you. You didn't want
me. I'm the free spirit of the group.
Okay. Well, it's not a free spirit thing, really, on that. It's it's a free spirit just means I'm not as nerdy and I'm not as detail oriented and that kind of stuff. It doesn't mean that you're.
Well, because I see it as if we're already contributing 15% to our retirement funds, and we have a net worth of $360,000. We're 35 years old. Mm-hmm. What's a little car debt is how I look at it.
Yeah, what's a little backache? Not a big deal. It's just what's a cigarette every now and then? It doesn't kill you completely. It just makes you sick. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but that's the same logic pattern you're following. The critical thinking is bad. I mean, you can tolerate a lot of stuff, but the question is just what's going to get you to where you want to go faster. To live like no one else, so later you can live and give like no one else, is what I would do. I didn't even say to sell the cars. I just said, let's just roll up our sleeves and let's get serious about this and clean this mess up, and then let's get back into saving 15% of our income. Because, see, if you had followed what you were supposed to have learned, you wouldn't have a $350,000 net worth now. You'd probably have $1 million net worth. It's probably cost you that much in the decade while you've been screwing around with this stuff. So that's the problem, is the data points all tell us the shortest way to wealth. The wealthy people avoid consumer debt of any kind, and that gives them the control of their most powerful wealth-building tool, which is their income. And you just got to decide if you're going to do that or not. We can be friends and you not do my stuff. I got lots of friends that don't do my stuff. But if you want to do, you call me on the radio. So if you want to do our stuff, that's what we teach. And the reason we teach it is it's the shortest distance between where you are and wealth. And we want you to be wealthy so you can change your family tree and so you can be outrageously generous. Everyday millionaires.